everything is, should be compatible with one another. Have you guys done this, used this, explored it? Give me your pros, cons, thoughts. You love it, you hate it. Tell me about it. Welcome to Off the Cut.
Dude, I haven't touched any wood in a long time.
And that's why it's covered in plastic.
Oh, man.
Some X-rated content there.
I don't care how long it is.
Thoroughly excited.
Great for the pocketbook, bad for the environment.
Oh, I'm number 3.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm glad we got the explicit out of the way early.
If I'm going to put money into this, it's going to be great. And I guarantee.
Don't forget to spend your Urkel bucks.
That was super easy.
Get it? Welcome to Off the Cut, episode 202 for Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026.
Nice.
I
Got it.
what month it is.
A lot of tet there.
Hey, we barely got this podcast on the underway today. But,
technical difficulties.
But, word on the street is KM Tools never has technical difficulties.
No, right. I mean, if KM Tools started by making and selling computer parts, then I would have no technical difficulties. I'll tell you that much right now. They would be my premier place to buy computer parts. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, they only make woodworking tools. But thankfully, they make some of the best gosh darn woodworking tools available right now. And that's because Jonathan Katzmoses, sorry, correct myself. He assembled what I like to think of as the woodworking Avengers. And they teamed up to produce some of the highest quality woodworking tools that the world has ever seen. This is some seriously high quality stuff, not a bunch of cheap stuff where they found the best margin possible on it. This is stuff that they've either designed themselves or it's stuff that they actually use in their own workshops. And that's why the tagline for the store is, if it's in their shop, it's in their shop. Whew.
I honestly don't even remember what their actual tagline is.
I know, it's been so long that I've been making up this asinine fake tagline that I can't even remember. It's by woodworkers for woodworkers. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would really love, I hope, maybe for April 1st or something like that, Jonathan will change the tagline on the website too. If it's in their shop, it's in their shop. But the
TM Zach builds.
Yeah, TM Zach builds. But the good thing about shopping at KM Tools is that you get to feel good about yourself because a portion of every single sale goes to support the Katzmoses Woodworkers with Disabilities Fund that puts tools in the hands of people who need it. And speaking of putting tools in the hands of people who need it, every month, Jonathan gives us $50 to give away to one lucky patron. So if you want to get entered automatically in that drawing every single month, head over to patreon.com/offthecutpodcast, sign up, and like I said, you'll be automatically entered. It's awesome.
Do you know what today is?
Nope. Is it drawing day?
It's drawing day. Oh, it's a good reminder.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, wait. Can we please have the theme music for drawing day?
Oh, I got it queued up.
Give it away now. Katzmoses, a $50 gift card. Word to your mother.
Sorry, I needed one more of those.
Yeah, I know.
I've been considering making that my ringtone.
I want every single sentence I speak to be punctuated with
You ever thought about throwing that sound clip into one of your videos?
I should actually.
You just punctuate every sentence with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't think this piece is gonna fit. I don't think people would get it though. That's a deep cut.
Yeah, I think enough people might get it that it would get some laughs. Do people get half the I always put references and stuff like that in my videos. It's realistically probably 50% of people get this on a good day.
Yeah. I've considered doing just throwing in song lyrics and just not even addressing it.
That'd be fun. That would be. I haven't done this in a while, but I had some graphic tees that were kind of deep cut references to some of my favorite TV shows. They were fake businesses that appeared in some of my favorite TV shows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Some people got those. It was fun. There'd be once a year I would get a comment that was oh, is that a reference from the show?
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
See, there are all these ideas. You have these grand ideas. You think it's going to go somewhere, and then no one notices. And it's just like,
You got to keep going at it, though.
True. And
takes
who
a few
knows, you
rounds.
know, for every one comment you get, there's probably 10,000 people who actually noticed but just didn't say anything because they don't leave comments.
I don't have the time. I don't have the time to comment.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, I do have a comment, though.
Oh.
I'm just going to get right into it. The winner of this month's $50 crisp US dollars to camtools.com is none other than Andrew.
Awesome.
Just Andrew.
Congrats,
Right.
Andrew. Yeah, you don't have to sign up
I was
with
waiting
the
for a last name there.
Yeah.
No, just Andrew.
I thought you were trying to build tension. I thought maybe we had like 3 Andrews and you were trying to build tension for which one it is.
Do we have multiple Andrews? Is that going to be an issue?
Well, no, their screen name is just Andrew.
Just Andrew.
Okay. So if your name is Andrew and you're patron, but you didn't include your last name, then
Is it Andrew or just Andrew?
Andrew.
Okay.
Who's on first?
The just is implied. The just is not written.
He's like Cher.
Exactly. Or Prince.
Okay.
Or Prince, yeah.
Yeah. Or Dr. Phil.
Or Spenceley Design Co.
Anyway, Andrew, I will get you connected with Jonathan and Mark over at Cam Tools, and they will get you all hooked up with that 50 crisp dollars to spend.
Nice.
We should call them KM Bucks.
Oh.
Just saying.
KM Cash.
KM Cash.
Oh.
Cash Moses Tools.
Cash Moses, yeah. Cash,
I like the
Cash
KM
Moses
Cash.
Smith.
KM Cash is good. That's good. Good. Hey, if you want to save some hard-earned cash, you know, everybody's around the holidays. You got New Year's resolution, trying to save a little bit of money, and you're like, listen, I would love to save almost $1,000. Well, then I've got the place for you guys. Our good buddy Bill Burkle over at WTB Woodworking is running yet another huge giveaway. All you have to do is go to WTBwoodworking.com/giveaway and sign up. I'm not even going to tell you what's over there because it's too much.
Fair enough. It's a huge list. I've looked at the list, and Eric's right to not read it all out because it'd be boring. But it's a lot.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. I think the big item, how much is the gift card that you get?
500 Burkle bucks.
Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah, Burkle bucks.
It's too much. If you ask me, it's too generous, if you will.
Oh, maybe we should make it like Cat's Moses shekels or something.
Oh, now we're talking. Well, when you're over at WTBwoodworking.com, not only can you check out the giveaway that he's always got running, you can buy all of your favorite tools, supplies, lumber, slab, sheet goods, anything you can think of. Bill has got it in his store. He's got General Finishes. He's got Festool. He's got Mafel. He's got Craig Tools. He's got Jet Powermatic. The list goes on and on. If you can think of it, if you want it in your shop, Bill's your man, and he's got it. And if you're in the Huntingdon Valley area over in Pennsylvania, check it out at 390 Pike Road. You won't be upset about that.
Yeah, I would love to go check out his showroom if I ever get the opportunity.
I would too.
Yeah.
Ever since moving, I've got even less options for woodworking and tools.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to find a good woodworking store. Honestly, I'm trying to think like what's close to me. There's a place called Atlas Tools, which is good, but it's a lot more construction oriented. And then there's like Lee Valley.
Oh.
But even Lee Valley is like an hour, 45-minute drive away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And at that point, like, is it even worth it?
Right?
Not really.
I'm lazy. I don't
know,
like
me
going
too.
to stores.
Yeah.
If it's more than a half-hour drive, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
I'd rather just buy a bunch of stuff online.
Yeah.
Send it back. Because the post office is on my way to the gym. So it's not even out of the way. Just
I'm worried that
detour.
Amazon's going to get mad at me for the amount of stuff that I'm buying and returning.
Listen, you can't be the worst offender. Like
I'm sure I'm not. I'm sure I'm not. But okay, like Amazon, big multinational corporation. Who cares at the end of the day? If I was buying this amount of stuff and returning it to like a mom and pop store, I would be a scumbag. You would look at me a type of way for doing what I'm doing.
That's true.
They would change their policy just because of you.
They would put my name up on my picture up on the cork board, and they would be like, "Do not accept returns from this guy."
I'll say this on the podcast because there is not hundreds of thousands of people listening to this.
Never know.
Little unknown secret on my website, and the rare opportunity somebody is like, "Hey, this didn't work out for me. I'd like to return it." I don't deal with returns. I just refund their money and let them keep it. It's not worth my time.
I wonder.
An asshole. Like,
I wonder if you've ever had anybody actually exploit that.
No.
You talked about that on the show before. I
leave a note on their account.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to do it again, I could see it.
Oh, you could see a pattern of abuse potentially.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's like a back end thing on Shopify. It's pretty cool. Ooh. You can leave notes on customer accounts that they can't see.
Okay. Very cool.
I did a return to Amazon last week, and they offered me a partial refund to just keep it.
Yeah, I got that too once.
I was like, I'll take it.
I accidentally ordered 2 sets of shoelaces, and I guess because it was a low value item, they were like, don't even bother sending it back. We'll just give you a full refund.
Yeah,
that happened to my parents with. This might be I'll try to keep on the rails here. There's this lovely game called Monopoly Deal. It's a card game.
Yes.
My parents got it, and then they went to go get another set, and then they realized that they got too many sets, so they tried to return one. They let them keep it. So lo and behold, we now have a set of Monopoly Deal, and let me tell you, it is a ravishing game.
It's fun.
Highly recommend it.
Yes, yeah. Better than less arguments than the actual Monopoly, I find.
It's quick. It's a great brewery game.
I'll let you guys in on another, while we're on the subject of returns, I'll let you guys in on another little trick if you're trying to return anything to Amazon. If you say that, so when you try to return something, it gives you a little drop down menu. And if you say, like, I bought this thing, but I no longer want it, I think Amazon will most of the time hit you with a restocking fee or at least the shipping cost.
I've heard that.
They say, okay, you pay this, you pay $15 to ship it back, and then we'll give you the rest of the money. If you fill out, if instead of picking I no longer want this, choose the option that says website description inaccurate or
every
like
time.
Every
and then I just say
time.
it doesn't fit.
Yes. And then they will take it back. They won't charge you shipping. I've actually done it where, and I thought I was going to get popped for this. I went in and I clicked the option that I don't want it anymore, and they charged me the shipping, and I was like, never mind. And I hit back 3 times, went back to the menu, picked the option that said website description inaccurate, and then went through with return and didn't have to pay for shipping.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I did the chat GPT. I said, when returning on Amazon, which category gives me the highest chance they just let me keep it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Now it gives me the caveat of, be honest. Of course, like, don't just try to like steal. That's not cool. Damaged is the highest likelihood.
Oh.
Defective / not working is the second, and missing parts is the third.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I've
never tried missing parts isn't higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like sometimes like you order like clothes or something or like a pair of shoes, and you're like, they didn't fit. And they're like, we'll give you 90% of your money back. You effectively spend 10% of your money and you get to keep the product. It's like, but the shoes don't fit. Like,
yeah. What's the point? I don't even want that at that point.
If it was like a Bluetooth speaker, like a pair of headphones, you go,
Well, I'll tell you what, then it goes on Facebook Marketplace. I sell it for $30 and I come out $20 ahead.
Dude, I've got stuff behind me right now. Some of it. I was like going through closets and like things. I'm like, I got these boots or shoes or just like random little things that I haven't touched in years. Some of them are still in the box.
Yeah.
Unload it.
Unload it.
Yep.
So-
Spring cleaning time.
My friend was telling me that I didn't know this. I was always very reluctant to sell stuff on eBay. But my friend was telling me that they pay for shipping on eBay now.
eBay pays for shipping, or the
Like
person
they'll at least build it into the price, and then they, as the shipper, you get a little like label printout that you then take to the post office.
So would I go ahead, Derek? Sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, I do eBay a lot,
Yeah.
and I sell on there, and I always do it as like buyer pays for shipping, because that changes based off of where the person is. So then I can list it a little lower, and then hopefully drive it up better.
Right.
But yeah, like I've always had them pay for shipping, and then I print off the label, drop
Through
it off
eBay.
wherever.
But back in the day, I used to do buyer, and mind you, this is 15 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
I used to do buyer pays for shipping, and then I would have to go to the post office, figure out how much it costs to ship the item, report back to the buyer, and then they would have the option to be like, shipping's too much. And which it always was, because, if you ever try to ship anything yourself, it's always like $50 or something like that, unless you have a corporate account.
No, I've always had it. They've always had it built in for me. Even whenever I do, like, I'll pay for shipping, like, I can buy the shipping labels from them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I know that they're going to be about so much based on the size and the shape. And so I'll just factor that price into it. But I was going for, I'll pay for the shipping for a long time, because I was like, that's probably more appealing to people, that if they don't have to pay for shipping, and it's like that trick of the eye or whatever.
Right, yeah.
And then I transitioned away from that and noticed no difference, at least on eBay.
My biggest hesitation, and I do the same thing on eBay. It's just I listed either they pay for shipping or it's quote free shipping, and then I just purchase the label through eBay, and it's usually like $7 or $12 to ship it or whatever. The thing I've noticed with selling stuff online, and I've never done Facebook Marketplace. I don't know how to do it because I don't use Facebook. Shocker. I can't be bothered with going through the steps of listing something. It's just like
take the photos, write the description, set the price.
I know.
Yeah, and you have to do, it's not as, you have to do a little market research too, and kind of figure out how to price things. Like, well, is mine brand new, or is it kind of beat up a little bit? Should I give a discount for that?
I know.
Yeah.
Make sure you count for every little nick and scratch, because they'll use that as a reason to make a return on you.
Yeah.
Then you got to pay for shipping 2 ways, which is awful, especially whenever it's an item that costs about as much to ship.
If the item's new though, I literally just go online and find like the stock, white background photo booth pictures and just throw that in there. I don't even bother.
But sometimes, see, if I'm a buyer, I look at that and I'm like, well, that's not the photo of the actual thing. He's just using a stock photo. And then I assume the worst.
Yeah.
But if I say it's brand new, like a pair of shoes.
If it's brand new, okay, that I could understand then.
No, if I said used, no, for sure I would not do that.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I buy it from you. We'll see.
Yeah.
What you got?
Yeah.
I got a question for you guys.
Shoot.
And I've been very aware of this for a super long period of time, but I never dove into it. And here, it's not going to be a shocker to you. Gridfinity.
Yep.
The 3D. So for everybody at home who doesn't know what it is, Gridfinity is like this. Let's call it it's a made up standard.
Yeah, it's like an organization system or ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And so you print this like, lattice work. Think of it almost like an egg carton type thing.
Yep.
It's like a square lattice work. And then you create these bins that are of the standard size. So then you can like open up a drawer, put all the bins in, reorganize them, and everything is, should be compatible with one another. Have you guys done this, used this, explored it? Give me your pros, cons, thoughts. You love it, you hate it. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I've thought about it quite a bit, but I've never pulled the trigger on it.
Okay.
It looks great. Like I have 2 IKEA kind of like low storage units. Essentially, it's just like chest of drawers.
Yeah.
And I have considered at many times just printing Gridfinity inserts for all of them. But then I'm always like, I don't know, I have 6 drawers times 2 things to print the actual, just the grid, not even the cups. That's probably like 80 hours of printing or something crazy like that.
You can print them stacked on top of one another too.
Oh, can you now?
And then just break them apart. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
like
that.
support filament?
Yeah, well, I think it just does like you're doing support filament between the layers.
Oh, okay.
Except it's not support filament. It's just, they're spaced just enough that they snap apart.
Okay.
Interesting.
Now you're bringing me back around.
There is a plugin for Fusion 360.
I just downloaded that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then that'll let you build the base, like the grid on the bottom of whatever object it is that you're wanting to do, and it'll fit it to whatever, to fit Gridfinity.
You make it 3 squares by 4 squares or units or whatever the hell they call it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's also another one that I use for walls. That's called, I think it's called like hex.
Like the hexagon octagon thing.
Yeah, honeycomb hex wall or something like that. Mm-hmm. And those like snap in. They're a little smaller. They're like this big around, but they snap in, and it's really good for like vertical surfaces because I don't know, the Gridfinity for vertical surfaces I've heard isn't great. Like nothing like snaps into place like that.
Sure.
So it doesn't like hold as well. But for like drawers, it's fantastic. And I've used it a little bit. But I am planning to use it for a little organization that I'm doing here. I've been designing the thing and then working with the plugin to get that for Gridfinity to do all my desk gear.
So no one's really gone in. Well, Scott said he loves Gridfinity. Nobody has really gone of the 3 of us. No one's really gone all in on it. Yeah.
No, I would like to, but it's just it's a time thing.
Right. I was just thinking, you got that sick, that scanner thing,
Yeah, true. I guess I could scan drawers. Although I think it's easier to just go tape measure. Or you mean scan objects to
scan objects to make the cutouts, the almost like a Kaizen foam kind of deal, kind of like what you did with your Milwaukee pack out.
Yes. Yeah.
Impact socket set, right?
Mm-hmm. So I've heard that I haven't tried this yet, but with making those little inserts, you can actually take a sheet of paper with a ruler next to it and then put the object on there, take a top down photo and then put that in Google Gemini and it'll highlight the object for you and make
the SVG.
Make your SVG and everything that you then drop into.
I mean, you could also
make a cutout.
You could also take that similar workflow, right? Take a photo with a ruler, import it into Fusion as a canvas.
That's what so I'll be honest, when I made my pack out insert, I didn't 3D scan my impact gun. I just took a photo of it over top of some grid paper. Mm-hmm. And then I imported that into Fusion 360, drew some lines around it. Bob's your uncle.
Yeah, did you do straight lines or did you do the fit point spline thing?
I just did straight lines and I filleted some of the corners and stuff like that.
It was good enough.
It was good enough.
If it's within a millimeter, which honestly is pretty big tolerance, I ain't going anywhere. You don't want it to be unbelievably tight anyway, or so you're not going to get the damn thing out of there.
Well, exactly. You want it tight enough that it doesn't rattle around too much. But honestly, I mean, with my pack out thing, it was tight to the lid. The lid closes down tight on it, so it doesn't move around no matter what. So I just made it kind of generous so that I had plenty of space to get my fingers in there and pick it up.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
I went one further and I got this sheet off Amazon that's just green and it's got a grid on it and then it's got the ruler on the side and the bottom. Oh. So whenever I scan things,
like a cutting mat.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that thing. That's exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw you using it and I got one and that's been huge because just do the top down, take a photo of it. As long as it's not the same color as the mat, works great.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason I've been thinking about this is because I'm all right, I love that Kaizen foam thing. It's that Kaizen foam is sweet. It's the 1 inch thick foam or 2 inch, 3 inch, whatever you want. And then you cut it out and you peel the layers and you can put tools, accessories, measuring devices, calipers, camera equipment, all kind of stuff like that in there. But I don't want to pay like $30 a sheet and then be like, oh, I messed it up, or like, oh, I want to change it or add something. If I'm 3D printing something, I can just be like, oh, I need to update this, and I already have like the file, and it's I don't know. It just seems like a much better solution.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think I assume once you get into the Gridfinity ecosystem, you probably develop a skill for it pretty quickly, where you can start making things quicker and quicker, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of figure out like a workflow and get it all going.
And the neat idea is that, like, okay, let's say I make something for my calipers to fit in my desk drawer. And then I'm like, well, actually, this would make a lot more sense if I had this in the garage. That bin is then going to fit in my Gridfinity system, in the desk drawer, and in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely.
That's true. I guess it would be kind of nice to transport stuff from one location to another.
Yeah.
You can move them around. Yeah. See, I started printing my little template testers.
Okay.
To make sure that the fit for everything that's going to sit in there is right. Just doing a little like couple layers, and then I can test them out. But
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Scott's saying he finds Gridfinity time consuming, so rather than making custom fit things, he usually just makes a bin.
Yeah.
Which fair enough. I mean, if you just want to organize, you don't need like a custom fit for it. I will counter argument to that is it looks really cool when you open up a drawer and everything's just custom fit. But
oh, and then you could do something sick like changing the layer height. So like when you have a cutout, you can make like the whole thing is black, but then the cutout is orange. So now you got like a negative shadow in there.
Yeah. I was thinking about doing that with my pack out organizer.
Yeah. And then you could even like embed text in there too.
Yep. Different, tool, like if you have Allen keys, say, different sizes. This is the 1 millimeter. This is a 2 millimeter. This is a 3 millimeter.
I did my own, like I was looking into the Gridfinity for a little while, like months ago, because I wanted to do some organization in my son's drawer in his desk, because he's got like a Game Boy and some games and a couple other like handhelds, and they're all just kind of rattling around in there. So I was like, I'm going to create like a storage thing that they can like slot the games in, and then the system holds in and everything.
Oh, I like that idea.
And I started looking into Gridfinity, but I was like, this is too complicated. I already know what I want, and I had done most of the work as far as like getting the measurements in and creating the cutouts. And so I just created my own octagonal system and used that in place, and it worked great. Like it took a little bit to develop, but I gotta tell you, it was really fun just sitting down and developing this little like octagonal grid system to use for it.
It is fun to design your own little organizers and stuff like that. Here's the thing that I always get caught up on though. Okay, so I think I'm going to design this organizer that's going to make my drawer more functional, and it's going to save me time because I'm going to spend less time looking for tools.
I know where this is going.
And then I always think, is that ever going to outweigh all the time it takes me to make the damn thing, like do all the modeling, print the Gridfinity thing? And it's like, nah, probably not. So
but it looks cool.
But it makes you happy.
Cool. Yeah, it is satisfying. Well, that's why I made the pack out thing. I was like, this is very satisfying to me. I don't know if I'm ever going to get my time back, but
okay. Let's be honest about the pack out thing.
Mm-hmm.
How many hours do you think you sunk into that?
I mean, if you just design time, like, are we also including? Okay.
Print time. We're going to say print time doesn't count because you can just do something else. Right?
Yeah, I ran it at night. I probably spent 4 to 5 hours on
That's what I was going to guess,
Yeah. For the first one, now, mind you, if I wanted to do, a lot of that was getting the shape of the pack-out container just right.
Right.
So I imagine now I could do, if I wanted to do one for my drill, I did one for my impact gun. If I wanted to do one for my drill or an angle grinder or something, I think I could probably do it in an hour or two.
Ooh, okay.
So because, again, like I was saying, you do kind of figure out a little bit of a workflow with your first one. You're like, okay, take the picture, import that into Fusion, draw a thing around it, blah, blah, blah.
I imagine the hardest part now was mapping out the interior of those pack outs because they're sloped and slanted and they got all those different angles and everything.
That's what took the most time.
Consuming. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how many
now you have
rolls of filament did you burn doing that, printing out drafts and
Not
mock-ups?
too many because I just did like the bottom.
Cross sections.
Yeah, I just did
Right.
like a cross section of the bottom, and then once I knew that fit, I did a taller one, and then I it's a little bit sloped, so I tighten things. But
Yeah.
and honestly, the one I made is still not perfect. There's little gaps here and there, but it was like it's not a product I'm selling. This is just for me personally, so good enough.
See, and those are things like that would be such a good product to sell, but it's like you would have to make so many different renditions of it for it to be valid.
Yes, there
And then you
are
gotta
a
look
lot
into
of
like what the tolerances are within the pack out system itself.
Sure.
Like with those
You
spaces.
make it
'cause
too
you don't
tight.
sell one too tight or too loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So an annoying thing. So I did the pack out half wide one.
Mhm.
And then I was at Home Depot the other day and I saw that the full width one was on sale. I was like, all right, I'll buy the full width one and then maybe I can do one that has my impact and my drill in it. And I got the full width one back home, and the interior shape of the full width one is different than it's not just two side by side.
Right.
It's actually significantly different in terms of the shape. And I was like,
It's not even just one stretched out.
No. It has
like
a divider
different,
down the middle and then
yeah.
two sections on either side, but the two sections on either side are still different than the half width ones.
I will
That's
say
what
that
I'm
those
saying.
pack out systems are really nice.
Yeah.
They're actually durable too. I mean,
Yeah.
I have the sustainers. I like them because, you pop open the lids, slide them in the container and stuff like that, but they are not durable at all.
Yeah. What is that? I wonder what the plastic they use for those is, or if it's just not thick enough.
If you drop it, like even if it's empty, if you drop it from 2-3 feet, you're absolutely going to crack it.
Really?
Oh, for sure.
It is very thin wall, which I guess in their defense gives you more space inside and for the least amount of space outside.
Yeah.
But
the pack outs are very bulky.
There a lot of wasted space with the pack out. That's one thing I definitely noticed, but that's, I guess, what it takes to make it so strong.
But I mean, you could drop that thing off a truck and it's going to be fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Run it over.
Part of their marketing.
Right. How about the clear lids, the clear plastic lids? Are those pretty durable or those shatter really easily?
I'll tell you, when I made my first couple prototypes of the impact thing, the impact gun sat too high. So when I went to close the latches on it, I really forced it and I bent it pretty substantially, probably like a half-inch bend. And
Sure.
as soon as I opened it, took the gun out, it still bent, it went right back to its normal shape afterwards.
Didn't crack or anything. That's awesome.
No cracks or anything. It's got a good amount of flex to it.
Because a lot of times that clear plastic is much more brittle. It doesn't have much flex to it, so that's good to hear.
It didn't even do the thing where, clear plastic, sometimes you deform it and then it becomes opaque.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing that I noticed anyways. Wow. Yeah. It'd be fun you get a little bit of a sense of it doing 3D print stuff, but I feel like there's a lot to learn when it comes to plastics. It'd be fun to do a deep dive into all the different types.
Yeah. So much of it, especially with 3D printing, I know there's so many different filament types and stuff. And I know that this would be way better in the workshop. Ooh, this would be way better in the car. This would be better here and here. I don't want to have 40 different types of filament and then all the different colors. I kind of just pick one and that's fine for me.
I hear you, dude. Yeah, it's good to know and there's intricacies with printing every single one, right?
Yep.
PLA is a little different than Petchy, is a little different than ABS. So it's good to just know one very thoroughly, and then that just kind of becomes your workhorse.
You have to use all the different filaments. I know when you work with bamboo, they're like, all right, you need to do something that has nylon or carbon fiber or whatever.
That hasn't been my experience working with them. They've been pretty cool. They've just been like, whatever you want to use, go ahead and we'll send it over to you. So
even if you're I use PLA for everything, they'd be like, all right, come on.
I guess they like showing off some of the more exotic stuff. And also, if I were to make something and I was like, this is really rugged and durable and it's made out of PLA, I think they might be like, come on, Zach.
No way.
Do something tougher. Yeah.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. So you guys, so we're gonna all try Gridfinity, maybe.
Maybe if I had a good spot, a limited, maybe I'll use it in like one of my junk drawers. Like
That's what I was gonna do.
yeah, clean up all my like loose cables and stuff like that.
Yeah, I actually went through my cable drawer, and I put everything in little Ziploc baggies. So this one says USB A to USB
That's a
C.
good idea.
So now they're all in individual baggies because you always are like, oh, I need this, this cable to this cable. And then you're sifting through the thing and you think you find one. They're all tied up. Put them in a little bag. It's nice.
Remember those CD booklets back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if somebody made something like that for cables. If that
I was
would
about to say, while we're on the Gridfinity subject, there is
Yeah.
actually, like, I've seen, like, a little, like, hacking thing
Oh,
for
stop
cable
it.
management. And it's just, like, little, like briefcases. And you put,
Okay.
like, you can, like, put, like, 2 or 3 cables in each one and snap them shut, and they slot into, like, the Gridfinity.
Golly, I'm looking at this right now.
All right, I'm coming back around on Gridfinity all of a
Gridfinity
sudden.
cable briefcase.
Yeah, so you can do, like, cable management with them. It's,
Gridfinity organizer for large cables. Man, oh man, oh man.
there's a lot of options.
Okay.
You know, I think I'm gonna go in on this Gridfinity thing. I'm gonna print one
Start with a
lattice
drawer.
work for my drawer. Yes, for my desk drawer, and I'm gonna see where that goes.
How does it work in terms of, obviously, basically nobody has a printer that's big enough to do an entire drawer, right?
Yeah.
So you're tiling it to some extent. How do you connect the different...
I think the edge ones have like a half wall, and then you butt them up against one another, and then they kind of like, then you mount those in place in the drawer.
Okay. But do they lock together at all, or is it just kind of, if you put a double wide...
Yeah, I think you use the boxes to lock it
Okay.
all in together.
Okay.
And I've also seen some of the lattice work has you can get like these teeny little clips that you put on there that would lock together.
Oh, okay.
In kind of like the union spots. And there's also other ones that have like teeny tiny drill holes or screw holes in case.
And they overlap.
Yeah. Oh, Scotty said there's an online generator that dovetails grids together.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
All right. That's cool. The walls are so thin, though. I'm surprised there's enough space to dovetail, but...
Interesting. Yeah. The thing
much, I guess.
that drives me nuts is like, okay, I don't know. I'm making this up. The system's built off of a 55 millimeter grid or whatever the hell it is. Well, your drawer is not always perfectly 50, in increments of 55 millimeters, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to have like some slop on either side, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
I think that's where you print like a little spacer piece that fills in that slot.
Okay.
And makes it tight.
But then your bins still aren't going to touch the side of the drawer. You're still going to have a gap, but
You could have a bin to it. Like you just have that bin
overhang.
extend over a little bit. Yeah, overhang on that side.
But then now that bin is locked into being in that spot,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
But
Have you guys seen... this whole podcast is going to be Gridfinity. Have you guys seen the
Gridfinity
guy
and beyond.
who makes books? It's like a book, and you open it up, and inside it's like a 3x5 Gridfinity thing, and then on the outside it says what's in the book.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's almost like like an organizer bin that's on its side vertically and then looks like a book. Well, that's neat.
Yeah, and then you open it up, it's like, oh, this one's my screwdrivers, or this one has all my USB cables in it.
I'd be down with that. I like that. That's neat.
Yeah. It'd be a good way to organize some of the junk I have in my office.
Maybe this is a very cynical mindset, but people spend so much time and effort developing these free systems, and they're doing it for free. Like,
No.
why are you not putting at least like some kind of paywall on this?
Yeah, I mean, some people are philosophically, I don't know, against the paywall system. Like, so I just finished shooting this ad read for this company I was working on, and one of the things they were like was they wanted me to show off was that how can I explain this? It's an ad read for a NAS, and the NAS has functionality that lets you install other software on it.
Sure.
So I was like, okay, let me start installing Linux on this NAS.
Mm-hmm.
And the entire Linux ecosystem it's basically like Mac OS or Windows, but completely for free. And like people have invested thousands upon thousands of hours into creating this alternative operating system.
Yeah. I used it in college.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. Some people I guess they do it for fun and for the challenge of it, which I respect.
Yeah, I think there's also kind of like a mindset that I've noticed with people that have been in the 3D community for years now of like, what's the point of putting a paywall behind things? Because eventually somebody's going to take it and put it out there for free and you're not going to get, you're not going to get paid for it anymore.
I guess.
So I think there's kind of an expiration date on it as well. Like there's an understanding that like you might be able to get paid for it right now, but you're not going to get paid for it long term. Like eventually it's going to get out. That's
all right though. I mean, I don't know.
And I know a lot of the platforms like the Maker World and Printables and all kinds of stuff like that, they have like the thing where like, say you put it up for free or whatever, and then people like it. They can like
give you points, right?
Yeah. Or like it Boost or heart it.
Yeah. My friend made a really simple cable management clip thing.
Sure.
And he posted it on Maker World, and he says it got popular and now he doesn't have to pay for filament.
Well, so Maker World or Bamboo then effectively quote pays you in free product of
you get like points that you can redeem for products on their website.
I wonder how long they'll continue to do that for.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it probably behooves them, because then Bamboo's platform,
there's this free ecosystem of things out there that people can print.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. And they must know, I'm sure they've done the math. Like if people are at home printing with our filament, we're probably making, X amount of dollars every time one of these is printed. So if this thing gets printed 10,000 times, then, maybe they know they've made $10,000 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Joke's on them. I don't buy my filament directly from Bamboo.
Yeah. Well, that is a little wrinkle in the whole thing, but you take my meaning.
Yeah.
Deric buys it off Amazon and then goes on Amazon and tell them that it was defective to try to get the filament for free.
Although I might post my stuff on Maker World, see if I can get free filament from Bamboo. That's a good idea.
Wouldn't that be wild? You post something and it gets like 5 million downloads, and they're like, what does 5 million downloads equate to? And they're like, that's one roll of filament. You're like,
I wonder what the most downloaded thing is. Can I find?
That's a good question.
All time. No, it's the Benchy. Of course, it's Benchy.
Okay, ignore the ones that Bamboo makes.
Oh, number 3. Okay, so 1 and 2 are Bamboo things. Number 3, Dragon.
Of course.
Articulated Dragon.
I'm asking Chat GPT how many downloads I need on Maker World to get free stuff.
Okay.
All right. What's it say?
It's thinking.
I guess it depends how many, because people can download something without.
I think they have to boost it for you to get the credits.
Yes.
So, yeah, it says you don't get free stuff just from a set number of downloads. You earn points. The points can be redeemed for gift cards, filaments, printers, and stuff like that.
Hey guys, real quick, you guys talk amongst yourself. I can hear my dog whining. I really got to go check on her.
Yeah, no worries. So then, what's this point system? Yeah, that's
how many Stanley bucks equal a Schrute nickel.
Oh, hey, was she whining like crazy?
Hold on.
It's funny. We can hear him, but he can't hear us.
Oh, we'll mute him real quick. There we go. I'll mute him real quick. You get 5 points per review. But I want to know, like, how do I get the free stuff?
Free filament.
Oh,
don't know.
There he's back.
Oh, sorry, I left my mic on. You guys,
no, I mean
yelling at my wife.
We remuted it real quick. We didn't want you to get canceled. Huh. Well, you guys up to anything fun? Anything exciting you guys are working on right now?
Oh, dude, I had the most boring day. I
Hey, that's what a podcast is for.
I know, right? I finished a video, and I finished it like a month ago, and I was waiting for a sponsor on it. Got a sponsor on it, recorded the ad read. It's like all good to go. I was watching it back, and I was like, I feel like I could do this better.
Oh, gotta do it again.
So I spent all day re-recording the voiceovers, re-editing everything, and trying. So basically, I spent all day taking a 30-minute video and making it into a 28-minute long video.
Golly.
Yeah. But it's this exercise that I think I've talked about on the podcast before, where I'm like, how can I say all the same things with less words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it keeps the video moving faster, and it hopefully my theory is that will then keep people's attention longer.
I've noticed that, like, okay, surprise for people at home. When you edit a video, you don't do 5 or 10 seconds, go, that's good, then go to the next 5 or 10 seconds. You're constantly watching and rewatching the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
And if I notice myself during that time go, oh my God, I'm tired of hearing this, or like something, a lot of times I just cut it out.
Yeah, that's a good point too. And
like just try to just keep it moving. Because I'm like, if this seems repetitive, or like if I'm going, oh my God, get on to the next point.
Yeah.
Well, one, is that me because I've listened to this 500 times, or do I really just need to get on to the next thing?
It's hard to know what the difference is between those things. And that's why I like it. You never get the opportunity to do this, but I like finishing something, walking away from it, and then coming back to it with kind of fresh eyes, or, take a week off and then come back to it. And you're like, oh yeah, this part is boring. I wasn't crazy before, but this part's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was going to say, maybe you just need to walk away for a little bit, but you need to walk away for like a week, not just like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, I've tried to do like an hour and then come back to it. And it's like, that doesn't work. It
Still
needs
too
to be
fresh.
It's the same.
Needs to be a while.
Yeah, it's the same.
But at the same time, it's like, well, good is better, or what is it? Perfect is the enemy of done.
Something like that.
Yeah. So I don't want to polish this thing for too long, but it's like, I don't know. It's just watching it. I was like, I think there's a better way to say some of this stuff. I can trim some fat here.
I feel like I'm in not the same, but a similar position. I recorded a talking head video, topical video, if you will. Mm-hmm. I've been working on a couple of those. Haven't some of them done pretty well, some of them not done great. So I think it's, one, it's a new style. It's something I'm practicing and whatnot. But I finished all the A-roll stuff of all me talking to the camera and whatnot. And then I'm like, okay, well, I need to have some B-roll clips, scattered in this as well.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, dude, it is painful to me. I'll be like, okay, you need a clip of you panning across the speed controls on the drill. Okay, now you need a clip of you drilling a hole with the speed at the wrong setting and showing it smoking. Okay, now you need to do the same thing, but you're adjusting it to a slower speed, and then it's successful. I'm like, oh my God, it's mind numbing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you can think, it's sometimes with that stuff, I'm like, the audience, if I just say it, they'll kind of get it. You don't need like,
I don't do every single one, but
but it's hard to be like, because it would be the best possible product if you had all of those shots, right? It would be much more illustrative, and so it's tough. Like, that's why I kind of like
projects are so much. Projects are easier in that standpoint.
Projects are easier in a way because you get what you get. Like, you have the footage you have, and you're basically trying to make the best of a bad situation. Like, how can I record kind of voiceover and all that like explains this as best as possible? Versus if we're talking head videos where you're like, you really kind of like think them out ahead of time, and you're like, I need these 8 B-roll shots too. Whereas the project, you don't really know what you're going to shoot until you're doing it. So you just, you get what you get.
Yeah.
Project video is like a documentary, and a talking head is like a film.
Yes, that's a good way to think about it.
That makes sense. Because like you can always go back and be like, okay, maybe I will get a clip of me, hammering this thing together or gluing these two pieces together. Like, well, I didn't get a clip of it printing off the 3D printer, so like maybe I'll just like print another version of it, get a couple random clips, and then like cancel the print and not even bother like going with it or like like, but do I really need to?
Yeah, I know. There's definitely a balance to be achieved between trying to make the perfect video and just getting it out there, get it done, move on to the next one.
But then you can also like kind of like fudge a few things. Like instead of printing the thing that you need to print, you need the video of you printing, you could print something that you actually need that looks close or is of the same filament type or whatever. Yeah. And whenever it gets about to the midpoint, you just zoom in nice and tight on that nozzle printing out. Because you
100%. Oh, you can definitely take it.
That's true. Or I mean, the great thing about the bamboo purchase, you always have the footage of the time lapse.
But the time lapse is always like formatted funky. Like I can never get it to. I have to like export it and then like re-render it.
Oh yeah,
like whatever format they use, it doesn't play well with a lot of stuff. And then it's not like a 16:9. It's like
it's something weird.
Yeah, it's a weird shape.
I usually run it through an upscaler anyways to make it look halfway decent. So,
but it's okay. It's fine. It's doable. It does what it's supposed to do.
One of the things I was running into is I was like, oh, because it's like a drill video, about like tips and tricks of using your drill or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, like when you're drilling a hole, you want to turn the clutch off. You put it on the drill setting so that it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Most of the time, if I'm drilling something, I'm like, I'm setting clutch 12. It's still going to drill the hole. I don't care. Yes. So I have all these like clips from other projects and stuff like that where I'm like,
oh, it's not on the right setting.
It's not on the right setting.
That's funny.
I can't use that. You know what I mean? Because like that'd be very confusing if I'm saying it always has to be on the drill setting and then it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a problem with trying to be the authority. You have to be so like mindful of every little thing.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, I don't know. Like trying to be the authority is tough because then you develop this audience who's like
scrutinizing everything.
Yeah, they're like looking for you to be perfect on every little thing. And it's like, I don't know.
Well, that's why I kind of frame it as like when I'm drilling holes, I always keep it on, or I typically always keep it on the drill setting. It's not like you have to do this.
Yeah.
Here's a general rule of thumb.
Best practices versus,
But as long you could also like try and explain, like as long as the clutch is set high enough that the friction from the bit going into the material doesn't trip it, then it'll still work, but it's better to be in the drill setting so you make sure you never hear that horrible noise when you're drilling.
Yeah.
I used to hate that noise. I used to fear it, thinking I did something wrong.
It sounds like the drill is breaking.
Yeah, it does. But now I hear it and I'm like, okay, it's doing what it's supposed to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Although I have had drills start to fail, and then when they're in the drill mode and you're going really hard on something, it'll pop into the number 12 setting or whatever, and then it'll start slipping, which is annoying. But that's only old dying drills, so it doesn't apply.
I'm going to be honest with you, though. Driving in fasteners with a drill just pisses me off. It's annoying.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so much better with an impact driver than a drill. I guess it's like,
unless it's like a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch bit, like or screw, dude. If it's an 1.5 inch, 2 inch screw, impact every time.
Yeah,
I don't have time for that. God, then I gotta press too hard,
But I also find when I'm using a drill that it cams out way more than using a impact
That's what I'm
driver.
saying.
Yeah. Which I don't really understand the physics of how that works, but maybe somebody else smarter than me will explain in the comments.
I just like being able to use the impact being one hand. Like, dude, I'll use an impact to put in those like 1/2 inch screws that you attach hinges or drawer slides with. Like, I don't care. I just put it at the lowest speed. And it's fine.
Yeah. That's what I do all the time.
But I can't talk about that in the video because then it gets too nuancy, you know?
Yeah. And then you have an audience that tries to crucify you.
Yeah, it's tough. I actually have got some pretty good like thumbnail and title ideas for this video.
Nice.
One of those like not only brings in woodworkers, but we could bring in other people or just genuinely curious about their drill and in general. So
didn't John do a video about something similar a while ago? I remember him having a title that was like, most people don't know what the dial on their drill does or something like that.
Ooh, maybe. I don't know.
So just steal whatever he did.
From Biscuitry or Cesaro?
Cesaro, Lincoln Street Woodworks drill. Let's see. Yeah, I don't get why no one knows what these numbers mean. There you go.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, I'm sure there are tons of people who have done a video about drills, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, most people do not know what those mean, so it's evergreen content, really.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I was talking to my wife. I was like, hey, when I come up with titles and thumbnails for this video, I'm going to lean on you. She goes, why? I was like, well, because, you don't know a lot about drill. So they go, do you know what these numbers are? She goes, no. I was like, exactly. Oh, Scott said he did one as well. See?
Oh, yeah. Scott did one that was like why woodworkers use impact. Maybe I should watch that. Why woodworkers don't use impact drivers. I should watch that, and then I will understand why my drill keeps camming out, maybe.
Yeah. I was doing some research on like the difference between like hammer drills, where it's just basically the drill that everybody has at home, but then it has the hammer function.
Yeah.
And then a rotary hammer.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't actually know the answer to that. Like
the hammer drill is basically just a stopgap. It's like, well, this isn't really good at drilling into concrete, but if you don't have a rotary hammer, this can kind of somewhat do it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
How long are you thinking this video is going to be?
Like 15 minutes.
15 minutes. I'm thinking about making a shorter video as an experiment. I find I have the most success with like 20 to 30 minute long videos, but I haven't done something like sub 15 in
I think shorter videos are starting to come back.
Yeah, you think so? Because I have this idea for a video and I'm like, it's not enough. I don't feel like there's enough there, but maybe it's interesting. I have a good title thumbnail idea for it. And yeah.
I've seen a lot of, and maybe it's in a different space, in like the home renovation space. And what I mean by that is like how to change your water heater, how to, install a new kitchen faucet or clean your P-trap or stuff like that. There are channels that consistently put out videos that are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes long.
Yeah.
You get hundreds of thousands of views every time.
Okay.
I think there's something to it.
Like I'm looking at Scott's video about why woodworkers don't use impact drivers. Everybody should go watch it, but it's only 5 minutes and 48 seconds long.
Really?
So what would be better for your channel? If let's say you're releasing on a monthly schedule, would it be better to release like your standard 20-minute video at the beginning of the month or 2 10-minute videos across that same month, like one at the beginning and one in the middle?
That's a good question. Maybe somebody would have to fact check me on this. I think you might get more ad placements on 2 10-minute videos than 120. I mean, longer videos do better, but you definitely get like a pre-roll.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Question worth exploring if you're...
Probably there's some theoretically optimal time length where you get like the most ads per minute.
Yeah. But see, then I have this thought of, okay, like Zach, for your channel, like, dude, every video you put out is like 26 minutes long.
Yeah.
Within a few minutes. Like you don't have a 20 and then a 50 and then a 15 and then a 36. Like they're always high 20s.
Yeah. So does that mean that I need to keep catering to that audience? Am I going to...
So that's my question. My question becomes, let's say you put out a excuse me, a 12-minute video. Well, let's just for easy math. Let's say your average video is 30 minutes long and you get a 50% watch through, right?
Yeah.
So your average view time is 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, now if you put out a 12-minute video and your average view time is 50%, it's now 6 minutes.
Yes.
So your percentage watch is the same, but your duration is dramatically lower.
Yeah.
Are you going to get penalized for that?
I don't know.
That's
a great question that I don't know the answer to. And that's why I'm kind of nervous about doing this. So that's why I was like, do I find a way to bulk out this concept so it becomes a longer video? Or do I just shoot kind of a tight 12 to 15 minute long video?
No, when was the last time you ran a video that you experimented a little with?
No, it's been a long time. And I think this project it would be a little expensive. I think it probably cost me about $1,000 to produce. So that's kind of the one hang up I have on it. I think if it were cheaper to produce, then I wouldn't worry about it so much. But
is it a project or a topical talking head?
It's a project, but a relatively simple project.
Is it something that you could story it where like, okay, here's rendition 1. I need to change this. Like, this is what works. This is what doesn't work. All right, let's make rendition 2. Like something, you get what I mean? Like
yeah. That's true. Maybe I could do a couple of iterations within it.
I've also seen people do that sort of format where like, I made a new box cutter. I don't know.
Yeah.
And like the videos, the problem, what's wrong with every box cutter or something. And they're like, get into it. I got all these box cutters. They don't work. So I'm going to make my own. And you make version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or whatever. And then at the end of the video, you're like, and this is now for sale. It's like almost you're doing like a product video, but you're doing it in the shape of a story, if that makes sense. How you feel about it.
Totally.
So like maybe is there something like that? Perhaps?
No, I don't think there's anything I could sell from this. I'll in the after show I'll explain the video a little bit more thoroughly and then maybe we can chat a little bit more about it.
Well, speaking of the after show,
pay to play, baby.
That's the greatest segue of all time.
I figured you guys needed the DJ horn. Well, we are going to head over to Patreon. I almost forgot the URL. Patreon.com/offthecut-podcast for the after show, the bonus show, the extra show. And we're going to learn all about this. And I'm going to air a grievance. Maybe.
Ooh. Nice. I'll be honest. I say every time I do the KM Tools ad read, I say the Patreon URL. I'm not very confident in what I'm saying.
It's just one of the. It runs off your lips.
I just shout it out as fast as I can and hope that people actually just check the show notes.
It's like it's the same thing. I imagine the people who have like multi-year long contracts with Squarespace ads when they just rip one off the tongue. I'm like, I guarantee they're not looking at a piece of paper. This is just coming straight out of their head.
Yeah, I haven't had a good multi-video ad deal like that in a while where you're just like reading the same script.
Right.
I think a lot of companies wised up that that's not very effective.
And I think a lot of people wised up that Squarespace is a terrible website host, but...
Is it?
Oh, that was my first website was... If you want to sell something...
Oh, yeah, if you want to do products and stuff like that, yeah, they're not as good as whatchamacallit, Shopify. Yeah,
no, but if you just want to like... here's pictures of my projects or whatever, then it's easy. Great. But yeah, if you're selling something, no. Well, enough about that. We'll be over at the after show.
Yeah.
See ya. We give a huge shout out to our returning top tier patrons.
Corey Duvall at Woodcraft and Honey.
Josh at Sawdust Builds.
Joe Welsh at Delaware Valley Workshop.
Goblin Spanker.
You can't say that anymore. Bill Burkle, WTB Woodworking.
Dadu said, yeah, buddy.
Building Creative.
Bailey Thompson.
RJ Russ.
Damon Pattison.
Bingo bango, you're done.
Zach, to be honest with you, I don't even know if I follow you.
You should stop.